Hey, what up, y'all? It's Go Sports TV. It's our second episode. I'm Tony Goat here with my partner Gerry Porter. Here with the head coach of the Women's Blue Racers of Bowsher, Miss Tiffani Blackman. Hello, Tiffani.
Hey, how y'all doing?
How you
We doing
doing?
real
Good morning,
good.
Tiffany.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm doing great. Thank you.
Hey, what is a
Thank you.
blue racer?
It's like a snake. It's a snake. A type of
See, I
snake.
was confused. I was about to say, is it supposed to be a car? Is it a snake wrapped around the car?
It's a snake.
But let's start off with something very positive. We want to talk about Dunkin' for donations. And Porter, why don't you take us away on this?
Oh yeah, I wanted to touch on this before we get into the show. Next week, next Sunday at the Wayman Palmer YMCA, over on the north side, man, off of Bancroft by IGA. Dunkin' for donations will be taking place. You can drop a toy off, y'all. If you want, it will be a game full of local celebrities, local players giving back to kids and things like that. By Hands Over Hearts, my boy Gutter Dave, and a whole host of others, man. If y'all want to come out, donate to the community, show some love to the community, y'all can pull up. We will be there, I think from 5 to 9 or 4 to 9. I believe I forgot to, once again, y'all know I'm always unprepared. Had the flyer, but you can look on my page, Gerry Porter on Facebook, Instagram, the name, whatever. Let's get into the show, though.
Okay, thank you. Coach Tiffany, how is the season going so far for you guys?
The season is going pretty good for us right now. We are currently, as of last night, 6-1 to start the season, and I'm actually excited and proud of how my girls have been playing so far.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So who's you guys' next marquee matchup?
Tomorrow we play Rogers tomorrow, so that's a conference game. Definitely, an important game for us. So we had a busy week this week, but Monday we play Rogers at Rogers at 6:30.
Y'all hear that? Rogers at Rogers 6:30, big time City League matchup.
So how you feeling going into that matchup?
I'm feeling really, really good. To be honest, I'm not easily satisfied sometimes with my girls, so I expect a lot. So, to be fair, our first like 4 or 5 games, I was not happy with. I wasn't really happy with. We were winning, but I wasn't happy with how we were winning and how we were playing. And this week on Tuesday, I felt like I finally was satisfied with how we were playing. Still a lot of room for improvement, of course, because you're never really 100% satisfied, but I thought that we started playing the game how I know they can play. And we've been battle tested this week, and we've proven that we can play, we can come out strong, we can play with adversity and come back, and we can finish games. And so, for me, that's all the confidence that I needed to go into a game like tomorrow and say, hey, I feel great with us going in and handling our business.
Coach, I got a question. Let me get this question off, Porter.
Go ahead.
So you said y'all got success, but you're not happy. Is that like is that something like when I hear Shannon Sharp say, I won't accept anything in a loss that I don't want to accept in a win type deal? Or like
Absolutely.
what is it?
So for me, even when we, again, we play certain programs and we might beat by 50 points. I don't allow my girls just to go out there and play sloppy just because we know we'll win, whether we play good or not. It's how you win and it's how you lose. I can accept the loss if we played our game how we were supposed to play and we left it all on the floor. What I can't accept is going out there and giving minimum effort or not doing the things we work on and like, oh, but we won. But how did we win? Because when you play the teams that actually expose those things, now it's a loss. And so for me, we left a lot of things on the floor in our early games that we had to correct. We wasn't gelling how I wanted to gel to be able to close out a game like Central at home and, the teams that we played. And so I knew it was in them, but I wasn't satisfied. I actually got on them pretty hard after a win away, and you would have thought we lost by 50, but it was just it's the standard, you know what I mean? And so win, lose, or draw, we're going to play the game the right way. We're not going to play sloppy basketball. We're going to play disciplined basketball no matter what the odds are on the floor for us.
Thank you for answering that for me.
Yeah.
So when you got the win over Central, what was the feeling like? Like, was it like, got you niggas, got y'all?
I gonna lie. It felt amazing. I had a ton of fun. My girls had a ton of fun that game, and I was impressed. I became a fan of my team that game. I was very impressed. They were locked in, and it felt great. I mean, again, we played them last year, and I feel like we left on. We didn't finish the game for them, and we should have gotten them last year. It didn't happen, and so this was a payback game for us. Like we really, really, we've had this game circled since last year. I'm not
Because
gonna lie.
y'all did almost get them last year, and they was loaded.
Yeah, and they were low, a very good team, and those girls are doing amazing in college right now. And we much respect to them because they finished the game off. But we had this game circle. We wanted this game, and again, confidence wise, it was huge for my girls because I wanted them to know that y'all can finish out any team y'all play. If y'all put your mind to it, y'all stick to the game plan, y'all can do it. So I was happy. I was hyped. I think about the 15-second mark, I was on the sideline just screaming, "Let's go. Let's go." I'm just hyped because it was just a big feeling and we prepared and my girls work hard. They work really hard and they deserve that win. And so that was important for me is that I wanted them to get that for themselves.
So coach, you say y'all had this game circled since last year. So you know how it be Ohio State looking forward to Michigan all year, but they might slip up against Illinois because they mind on Michigan. Was that you think that may contribute to some of y'all sloppy play early, or was that on y'all mind at all?
Not at all, because we didn't start talking about that game until after we won Tuesday against Evergreen.
Okay,
Um,
okay,
so that's one thing we don't do. We don't take any team for granted. We prepare for every team. Like there is a scouting report, there is a game plan for every team that we play, and we know that we got to check them off one at a time. But again, that was a game we was just very much looking forward to playing. And to be fair, again, the teams that we're playing right now, we've been preparing for this. From our summer league teams that we play. I mean, we played a lot of great summer league teams in different shootouts and things. We went and scrimmaged recently in November against Afrocentric and
Mm.
those
hmm
type of schools. And so we went to Afrocentric for a mega scrimmage and playing against top talent. And so we did that to battle test and prepare for the tougher games that we had. And again, yeah, no, I was not satisfied with those early games, but we still played pretty good, but it just wasn't enough. Like, okay, this is all right if you want to be mediocre, if we want to just
right.
be okay. But if we don't keep progressing and tighten up even more, then we don't beat a Central. You know what I mean? We don't, go to Indianapolis after playing, two big games and compete and win. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, that's kind of where how I do.
All right, thank you.
So y'all got a new AD over there. The legend, uh,
Yes,
legend to me, Mr. Hobson's
yes,
over
yes.
there. How is it having him at Bowsher right now? How did that make the future just light up? Because I know like when we interviewed you last year, you was locked in, but now it just seemed like you was locked in. Like when I seen him get over there, it seemed like everybody's more locked in.
Yeah, he's great. I absolutely love having him because outside of him just being also just a basketball guru and a go when it comes to basketball, he has the experience in coaching wise. He knows how athletics work. You know what I mean? So having someone that really understands what it takes to actually build a program, work a program, not even just for basketball, but for our other sports as well, it's important. He understands. I love having his support. And I love even being able to say, "Hey, coach, what you thought about the game?" You know what I mean? What did you think about it?
Yeah,
Um, for me, I'm a student of the game. So, a lot of people think, "Oh, you're a head coach, so you know it all." Oh no, I study the game. I study it. I get different perspectives. I, take constructive criticism and stuff like that. So for me, it's important to learn from others because iron sharpens iron. So I enjoy having Dennis. He's doing a fantastic job starting out, and it's a lot to learn in his role. So I say that give my guy grace, but he is doing excellent. I absolutely love having him about.
you know what that reminded me of, like when you said like having him to talk or pick his brain. I was like, man, it's kind of like have Eric Spoelstra being able to talk to Pat Riley type deal. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
absolutely. Absolutely. And you respect those type of guys because they have knowledge about the game in areas that you don't always think about, especially being a younger coach. So for me, I don't want to be a know-it-all at this stage. And don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, I'm confident in what I do and I know I can do what I do. I can stand on my own 2 feet doing it. But how do I become greater when I got people around me that I can steal some knowledge from. You know what I mean? I went to one of his coaching clinics and I got notes on everything he talked about. You know what I mean? And I can pull it out and
Mhm.
show him. You know what I mean? And so that's important, and that's why we do that. So I love it.
Do the kids know he played with Jordan?
You know what? I think they do, but it's funny that you said that because now I'm gonna ask them if they like some facts about him and see if they know. Like,
Oh, you gotta let them know.
yeah, I gotta do it. But I think a lot of them do know because, like I said, we talked him up and we talked to the girl. He's also a physical face they see a lot in our community. You know what I'm saying, with other
Yeah,
schools, stuff like that. So he's done a great job at giving back and being a presence. So I think they do know a little bit. But I'm gonna test them this week and see.
because you gotta let them know. You gotta be like, y'all think LeBron the GOAT? He played with the real GOAT. You gotta let them know. Now that's gonna start something. That's gonna be dope. That's gonna. I thought they knew that. A lot of kids, I think that's dope. That's dope, and
And
that's a recruiting tool too.
you know,
Absolutely.
also like what you touched on in the community, I was at the top 64 that he put together.
Oh,
And that was awesome what he did for all the players in the area to display their talent. So shout out to Mr. Hobson for that.
yes, absolutely.
I got another thing to ask you. I'm gonna ask you about the bullshit. You know me.
Messy.
The did you see the list? You know Toledo get all worked up over
Yeah,
lists nowadays.
they do. I don't know why they do, but they
I looked at it and I'm not tripping. Tell me if I'm tripping. They have multiple lists every year, right? So
yeah.
it'd be always somebody. I know one you was on. When did you on one? 'Cause I want to.
Honestly, I don't pay attention to that stuff. For me, I lived my glory years, and I feel like coming up, I got the respect that I needed. Could have been a little bit more. I mean, we all feel like we could have got a little bit more. But I love what I got out of the game coming up. I got an opportunity to be a state runner-up. I got recruited highly at a high level, ESPN Top 100. I mean, I got a lot of accolades.
Pop your shit, twin.
I played a lot of things. I was a McDonald's All American nominee. So those are things, and I didn't get it, and the girls that got it was better, and they got more. But for me, I lived my glory years. I had a lot of fun doing. I played with a lot of girls that are in the league right now that are doing different things. So for me, I'm good. I don't care about a list because I know I get the respect, and my time is gone. And then also when it comes to the list, you think about 20 girls out of how many? 20 boys out of, you're never going to be able to get every goat on that list. And I don't think that missing someone is saying that they don't respect them. And so I think it becomes all this, but you can't pick everybody. And I think we take away from the ones that are on the list, constantly saying who should have been on there instead of just congratulating the ones that did make it. And it's not that we forgot about other people. You just can't pick everybody. You know what I
Everybody.
mean? You just can't. And it doesn't matter, well, she went further than her. That's not what they're voting on. You know what I mean? We're
Right.
talking about certain things. So I think that I just wish that some of my other former athletes kind of just let it go a little bit. Again, it's
Yes.
opinionated. Every one of us can have our own list and respectfully have facts to back it up.
Yeah.
And I just think that we should be respectful to say that we come from a great era of basketball. Toledo has bred and breeded a ton of talent, and I respect every last one of them because, again, we all were able to be good because we had a lot of talent in the city. And like I said, I can talk my stuff about wanting, but it don't do me no purpose right now. I'm good. I love it.
Tip,
No, that's facts.
you being media trained right now. I can't believe you right now. You
No,
basically
listen.
saying she basically
Go
just
ahead.
said, "Hey, you old niggas, stop worrying about them lists, man. I got way more shit than y'all. And y'all over here complaining." That's
No,
basically
cause
what
she
she just
right
said.
though. If it was a top 100 list, the 101st person to be mad. You know what I'm saying? Like she said,
And
everybody
everybody.
always
I
gonna
see
have
the
a
list every year, so I'm like, I see people well, just the first time I think Stephanie should have been on there, but because I never seen her on the list. But I'm looking at the list, right? I'm like, man, y'all, I'm looking at the dude list for real. The women's list, I really know. I know them, but I don't know. I'm glad my homegirl Jasmine got her flowers. That's the first time I seen her
Yes,
get her
yes,
flowers.
absolutely. And she was everything.
and
But
and I
also that
shared
year,
it and said her name, and niggas is
yeah,
like, oh, well, this, man, come on, bro, man, let's celebrate these niggas that's on here, bro. Like, come on,
right,
we ain't getting
right,
paid off.
right.
And
yeah,
not to cut nobody, I want to give grace to the BCSN dudes that's on TV because everybody think the dudes that be on TV made the list. They didn't even make the list. I was watching them talk about the list. They like, man, I would have put this. I said, oh, them niggas ain't make the list. I said, oh, okay. But it's,
And
it keeps
and
it
you know,
stirred
there's a
up
lot. They try to split up, so you got to understand now. I think that was like from 2004 to
to
like a certain time,
2024.
and so you can't just stick at the 2006 and 2008, 2010 class. They're trying to split it up so they showing girls from the different years. So you're gonna,
Yeah,
they can't pick 20 girls from my class, 2010 or 2009 or that year, because I could probably list 30 girls that could probably do
no
both.
dogs.
You can, but they have
Right.
to spread it out. So that's why I don't get wrapped up into it, because it's impossible to get everybody on a top 20 list from a 10-year span. Like 20 years, like that's not
It ain't
not
happening.
doable. You know what I mean? It's not doable. Like,
It's
so
at all. I've seen people like it was people on the list. I could be like, man, this nigga this nigga in the league. Y'all hate on this nigga in the league. Then
Right.
this one thing I hate about black folks. We don't read nothing. It say is not in, even though it was saying 1 through 3, but the caption said this is not a ranking, it's an alphabetical order.
Right. Facts.
These
It
fools got
definitely
on there
said
acting,
that.
I couldn't believe it. But
It
it
definitely
is what it
said
is.
alphabetical order.
Yeah, we said alphabetical order, niggas still ranking. I said, nigga,
like what?
this is
But
crazy.
yeah, if you look at the last names, then we got to tell you that. Just look at the list.
Right.
Yeah, man. It's man, how much time you got, Tiff?
Y'all got me up sounding like Phil Jackson, so I'm up. Come on, talk.
You wanna hang Tom, let's keep it around for this episode, man. Let's do it.
All
Let's
right,
get into
bet.
the show, man.
All right, okay. Let's roll.
Let's get
If
into it,
you
man.
rolling with us, we rolling. Let's go.
Bro.
So
All right,
we gonna
put my
review our
bets in. I'm good.
we gonna review our picks of the week from last week. Porter, one of us is 1-0 in our picks of the week, Tiff. And it ain't Porter, so I'll let y'all figure
Head
that out.
start.
You know what I'm saying? But no, Whitmer at Lima Senior at Whitmer, Kai Leach had 28 points. At West, I believe, had 22 points. Shaw Foster had 23 points. And that was just that was an exciting game to be at. It went down to the wire. I think 66-62. They pulled it out. Whitmer. Porter, give me some thoughts.
Yes, I'm gonna face some music. I went against the home team and picked Lima. I thought the other kid was gonna help the Foster kid out, but man, it's time to start speaking on that backcourt at Whitmer. I think that 1-2 punch is like lethal, man. And I think looking at Leach, Leach really showed up, man. I like last year was kind of like, because I know he's coming from Central. It was kind of like he's still trying to find his way, but he was still a dog. And now he just looking like, I hate to say it, Bowling Green a good school. I'm congratulate, but I think he can go to, you know what I'm saying, like a little bit. I think he can go Big Ten to me. And that game right there, he showed a dog, because you know what I'm saying, Antoine, he kind of didn't get off like he wanted to at first. You can tell, but the Makai just kept going, kept it a minute, and it was just, he balled out, man. I salute them boys. Whitmer, I'm on the bandwagon. Welcome your boy, your uncle, Porter to Title Town. We going back to the States. And I'm gonna be with y'all.
Okay.
We going right back. Everything on Whitmer this year. Let's get it.
Tiff, did you have eyes on that game at all? Did you see any of that?
I saw some highlights of it. And that they played that game Thursday, right?
It was
Tuesday.
It was Tuesday.
So I had a game that night too, so I didn't get really to watch much. But I really did think Lima Senior was gonna pull that out. I just thought they were good. But again, I kind of slept on Whitmer because I wasn't very savvy on how good of a backcourt they do have. So I did pick Lima Senior first, but that was a good game from the highlights that I saw.
And
hold on, Katon. Another thing, it ain't just the backcourt. You know what I'm about to say? They got 3 former Bulldogs over there. I looked in the game. I'm like, damn. They got
you got to give the little Scott stuff on.
They got
Yeah.
Amicus over there. They got Big Nicks over there. They got Thailand over there. I said, oh, I see what he did. I see what Coach Stacy. You think you slick, huh? You think you slick? Okay, all right. Let me find out you really want Coach Scott, because we need you.
So just from me being there, like, yeah, man, the way Kaya's kept attacking. Antoine West was pulling up from about the top of the 3, about 25, 27. He had like back-to-back threes.
He had the
Then
most clutch shots.
Yeah, then Kai had one from the corner. It was was a hell of a game, man. And I'm gonna give y'all some grace though, because it ain't like it was a 4-point game, y'all. It was a close game, just like Porter said it was. So I could see why y'all would think Lima Senior would win, but I ain't touched that game.
What I seen from Lima was what I seen last year. Kind of like they don't finish games all the time. It was like sometimes they get too not finished, but sometimes they can get lax in the wrong damn moments. It was like, all right, man, somebody got to come help. Somebody got to help the Foster kid. And they got another kid over there can really help him too, man. But he didn't have a good game, and they just got lax. It's certain like on the defensive end, you cannot relax against Whitmer. It's over with. And I made a mistake. I went back and did some homework. Like, where did I go wrong with this pick? I had to go look at the two teams they lost to. Golly, them some bad boys they lost to. Them some nice, like, very reputable teams they lost to. So when they got the Lima Senior, it was kind of like, you just see they just was stronger, faster, better.
Which is important. A lot of people look at those type of games and be like, oh, they got blew out. But you play them type of games so that you are ready for some of those other ones. You battle test yourself. And so you might get lucky or you might get a little lumped up playing those type of teams. But the experience and the strength that you get from them, it can't beat it.
It's just invaluable. It's like it's the equivalent of going hard at practice. The games is easy type deal. You know what I'm saying?
Because Clay got the wrath of it. Clay got that boy.
So
sorry,
moving
man,
along
we're gonna get on here too. Lionel Armstead on here.
Let's get him. The second game was the Start Rogers game from this Friday that I picked. I had Start going over on Rogers, and that game was closer than what you would think too, because Rogers had a hell of a run in the third and the early fourth quarter. But the Jefferson brothers, they were 13 and 14 points respectively. They put them away. So, Porter, you got thoughts on that?
Man, them two kids, they tough, man. They tough. They got motors out this world. Pause. That can't be like they just go. Like once they in the game, they just go, and nobody is believing in my boy BJ Raymond. Like I'm not getting why they're not believing in him. Like he's old school coaching, man. Coach Matt was a wonderful coach, man. I'm sorry I ain't shot him out last episode, but Coach Matt was a wonderful coach. Matt. We miss him.
Central State.
He's at Central State. Maybe Scott can get some sense and go hire him. But their coaching style is different, man. It's like Coach Matt was get the lead, slow the pace up. This one pace, this is just they going, they pressing. Bro, they did it again. From first quarter to fourth quarter, they just press you. And I think I think Coach Martin not set back, but he just let Rogers see, like, all right, don't smell your shit. It's like Rogers is smelling their shit just a little bit. And this week they're gonna bounce back. But then the Spartans got one coming up we're gonna get into later. But Tiff, what you think about it?
Man, I watched Rogers play in the Emmanuel Christian tournament that they had a couple weeks ago. Very impressed. I was really impressed with how they played. So I actually thought it would be a good game. I didn't really pick either way because I wasn't, like I said, I like to know all the facts before I choose. And I hadn't watched them enough to really strongly be confident in my answer on that. So I really just was looking for it to be a good game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want it to be a very good game. You got two City League teams, so I typically always go for City League. So if I'm not playing y'all, I'm going for City League all day. But that's two teams, so I'm like, hey, let's bang it out. Let's make it a competitive game. But man, those boys that start, they are good. They are really good. And I think having a coach like Coach Raymond, shout out to him, makes it even better because he's putting them in the right positions as well. So I knew it would be a good game. I did.
And the final on that was 53-47. And Rogers did make a hella fine run in the third quarter, as well as like Lima Senior did. It was very close to the end. But I just want to say, man, those Jefferson brothers, I got hip to them last year when I did. Porter, you saw me at the Scott Start game last year.
Yeah, I'm surprised you ain't got a Spartan hoodie by now. How big of a fan you is?
Hey, it's just they the first team to show me love, bro. So, but
respect.
Yeah, them
She a
Jefferson brothers, they
Spartan
tough.
too at the bottom too. Don't let her fool you. Do the
Roy C,
Blue
I'm
Racer shit.
proud alumni.
Okay, I don't feel as bad now. Thank you for
Don't
telling
feel
me.
bad.
Yeah.
I'm Roy C. I'm all day. That's my school.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's what's up. All right. Um, moving. Well, I'll ask after this. Moving along, because Coach Tiffany, I want to ask you a question about something. But let's go over this St. John's St. Francis game.
Woo.
Um, I did not get a chance. I was at the Start Rogers game, so Porter, you're gonna have to educate me, get me into this. What went on?
Man, this game was intense, man. When I say it was like a 2000 game, like the house was packed, man. It was wall to wall, and the talent was on display. Them boys from St. John's, 2 weeks in a row, they couldn't finish the game. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they just couldn't get it. But they're young. They're young too. They're very young, I believe. Man, I think it's 22 or 24. They said one of them, like the UT coach, he a bad man. I don't want to say him offend nobody, but they say black. The white dude, little young white kid, man, he is a dog for St. John's, real dog. But Coach Jamie, he brought St. Francis, not St. Francis, yeah, he brought St. Francis back to the forefront, man. I think they can really make a stay run with Chris Polanitz. What's the guard I like? Number 12. But it was just a wonderful game, man. Classic game. I wish it could have been at UT because, man, that'd have been just beautiful. If you had got Rogers and Start, and then boom, in the nightcap with St. Francis and St. John's at
That
UT,
would have been hard.
that'd have been hard. But, man, it
So
was a hell of a game, man. The freshmen showed up. I mean, you look at the stat lines, he only had 13 points, but you had to be watching the game to see how he just impact, how he just hold the team together. He's a veteran, and you can tell he just scratching the surface. He ain't even all the way there yet. Man, I got to salute his pops, man. I know his pops, man. I know he's smiling because that was the best choice he could have made. And Coach Jamie, right now, I'm calling it. It's going to be between him and Stacy, but Coach Jamie
okay,
is my coach of the year right now in the
okay.
men's right now.
You
So
hear that,
far, that's my
America?
candidate. That's my leading candidate. Clip this, too. You know what I'm
Okay, I'm
saying?
clipping.
Clip
All
this.
right.
Because the way he got him playing, I love his coaching, bro. I've been watching him since he had a little Romel over there, man.
So y'all see it scrolling at the bottom. CP3 is Chris Paulus the third, y'all. Just to clear that up for people watching. But Coach, I wanted to ask you since we had spoke on CP3. Also, OJ Waller in the Rogers game had 11 points. What do you think of these true freshmen starting getting burned and coming in contributing right away?
They only gonna get better. Like for them to be coming in and playing, I'm talking about not just getting a couple minutes here and there. They're playing crucial varsity minutes as freshmen. One, that's not easy because the game from 8th grade to varsity basketball is so much faster. Even if you're experienced in playing AAU circuit, it's a faster paced game, and these kids are coming out and doing a fantastic job. So, to me, it's scary because you got to understand they're only freshmen. So God willing, they stay healthy, they stay focused and on the right track and keep progressing. Man, basketball is going to be pretty scary around here with them coming up. And I'm actually excited to see it because they're actually playing basketball the right way. You know, OJ Waller, I mean, oh my God, he's playing the game the right way. I mean, just watching his tenacity, his composure, and just playing. And again, the small freshman mistakes they're making. You have seniors that don't do those type of things. You know, they don't make those
Right.
mistakes, can't play like that. And so, as they get better with the experience, it's gonna be scary. Same thing with CP3, man. Strong kid, you know, comes from a great pedigree, you know what I mean? And so honestly, he only gets better. You know what I mean? He's a gym rat. You can see it, you know, you can tell he's in the gym, he's working. And he comes from a family that's gonna make sure he's positioned for success. So for them to be coming out playing as freshmen like this, again, it gets scary in a couple of years.
For, tell me.
Man, listen,
Facts.
that guard, the guard, man, I can't believe. Look up, see if you can find his name, Tony. Number 12. He is the glue to that team at St. Francis too. I've been watching him since he was a freshman because I remember we played him that year. We played him and beat him at St. Francis. Him and ISO was going at it, and I forgot his whole family background. I can't forget their name. They whole family like basketball royalty around here. But he had got that steal and he hit a couple threes. Man, I don't want him to go unsung. I like the big man and Raheem Brown. I can't forget him. I know I don't want nobody mama cuss me out. He's balling too, man. He is balling. He good on the football field and the
Yeah,
basketball field.
18 of them.
And they play start this week, don't they?
Yeah, Tuesday. That's that's a little foreshadowing, Porter. But yeah, they played start this Tuesday.
That's a good
So
test for start. That's a good test for both of them because them are both good teams for real. And oh man, shout out to my boy Nate Allen too, man, on the bench too. Over there with
Well, for St. Francis, I think his name is Jameson Heck, maybe.
that
yeah,
little
that's it.
dude.
That's it, Coach.
Jameson,
Thank
hey,
you.
we got to get him on the show because he is a glue. He remind me of the dude from Ohio State, Aaron Kraft, man.
Oh yeah.
He played just like he got a little bit. His clip probably a little bit better than Aaron's though.
Yeah.
Thanks, Coach, for getting us correct on that name.
Yeah, absolutely.
Moving along to our goat of the week from this past week, we got Kai Leach dropped 28-5 against Lima Senior, helped his team pull out a tough win. And we got the freshman Chris Polanitz, man, showing him a little love. He had 12 points, but 6 of his 12 came in the final 3 minutes of the game. So he really helped propel them to that win.
And he hit a buzzer beater dunk, and he hit the buzzer beater at the end of the fourth to win the game.
Oh, he hit the game winner?
He hit the game winner. The
that's
bad kid stole the ball, kicked it out like then he hit it like and it was over.
that's that's
Like,
that's our goats of the week.
We had to do 2 goals this week, cause man, it was just amazing, man. And watching them 2 play, and the Leach, that was my favorite game. And watching places we've been in high school, it was just watching how you just watch a kid in his game just take over, man. A game of that magnitude, he was just on point. And then Chris P, I'm biased. I'm gonna say it out. I'm biased, man. This, we don't. I ain't got no filter. I ain't got no sponsors on this show, so I can say it. I'm biased.
Sure.
That's my dude's son, man. So I'm always rooting for him, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up, bro. Like I said, man, I saw him and OJ last year as teammates on the AAU in 8th grade. It was crazy. But our picks of the week this week for the start St. Francis game coming up this Tuesday. I'm gonna lead it off, Porter.
Yeah, go ahead. I want to see what you're gonna pick. I'm just waiting. I want to see you gonna stay home, team.
I'm gonna be a homer, man. I until my Jefferson boys show me something else, man. I gotta ride out with them, man. And it's gonna be great, bro. This game about to be all the talent on both sides.
Yeah,
I'm a roll with start though on the road.
Start on the road.
Who you got?
Well, you got Coach Tiff. Is you allowed to pick?
Oh, you put her on the spot?
I'm gonna go with start. No disrespect to St. Francis, but I'm a city league coach, so I'm always putting for my city league, and I'm a start alumni, so that's a double whammies. But I think I really want it to be a great game. Great game. And
I think it will be.
In a building on that game, so I got to figure out how I can get tickets right now.
Hey, nephews, y'all watching this? Don't be like these two motherfuckers right here, man. Listen, man. They basically saying I'm going with start, but I ain't surprised, man. I'm going with St. Francis, man. I'm gonna go ahead and I ain't gonna hold St. Francis, man, over start, man. It is what it is, man. I got him, man. Coach Tiffany got media trained. I don't know this Tiff. Tom, I don't know what the hell happened with you. You over there with your Spartan hoodie shirt on under there, and then you don't want to pick him for real.
Here, bro. Come on now. See, I'm gonna wear my Bud Bay Wilbur hoodie next episode, man.
Got a lot of pocket.
So Coach, we gonna close the show out. We just gonna have a quick thoughts on this. Did you see anything on the Heisman race with Travis Hunter this year?
I did, and I also watched part of his speech yesterday.
What'd you think about it?
She cried.
And I actually teared up watching it because, Gary, I was really close to my father. So seeing somebody really get emotional, because one, that's a huge milestone. Like that's a huge accomplishment, and a lot of work went into that for him. And so you can tell that it was blood, sweat, and tears for him. And then for him to, think that much of his father and talk about that and just cry doing that on national TV, like it was just touching. And I was really, really happy for him in that moment.
That's awesome.
Most definitely, I teared up a little bit because it was like, I ain't gonna lie, because I was watching. I'm like, I done watched all the Heisman. I've been alive a long time to watch a lot of the Heisman speeches, and he had one that was just like, man, because he don't put a lot of his business in the public eye. And last night,
Right.
you learned so much about the kid, and we know we grew up with kids who have probably a Travis Hunter talent, but they don't have a Travis Hunter mind frame. They don't have that discipline. And to see a kid that had that discipline, that man said he don't party. That man said he don't listen to music. Somebody to make him listen to Lil Wayne. You imagine that? So
Okay.
Yeah.
just seeing that, man. And a lot of people wanted the running back. All of a sudden, everybody, oh, the running back could have. Man, y'all ain't watching the goddamn Boise State game in years since they beat Oklahoma. Man, I'm not trying to and do it. And hopefully, come to our Cowboys. But last night, man, it was
Our
wonderful to
Cowboys,
watch.
them your Cowboys, bro.
Yeah,
Hey, man.
that's on you on your own with that one.
No, hold on. No, hold on, bro. I can't let you. I can let you. Shout out to Travis. Like you said, good kid. I watch him on the pivot. Like I'll be watching, Colorado's YouTube. Like he really, all he do is fish and play the game. Like he really out the way. He really a good kid. He really don't bother nobody. But I just want to say, man, shout out to Ashton because Ashton Jeanty for Boise State, the running back.
Most
Y'all,
definitely a dog.
Porter, he had the second greatest season of any running back ever outside of Barry Sanders, bro.
But
We
we've seen
can't,
that.
yes,
We've seen that before, though.
but we see
I've seen
we
Ricky
have,
Williams.
we have,
I've seen
we
Reggie
have,
Bush.
we
I ain't
have,
seen
but
no Travis. It's gonna be
all right, okay.
when we go into and I respect him. I like him. I think he's gonna be top 5 pick. But when we talk about players, it's gonna be who's the next Travis Hunter.
You're right about that.
Can you go both ways like Travis Hunter? Pause. You know what I'm saying? Things like
You're
that.
right about that.
So that was my thing about it. And he was the most excited. I didn't tune into no Boise State game. I didn't get up in the morning. I ain't throw my remote when they lost their game.
Right. You're right. Because I
Everything
was
was,
hurt when they lost at Kansas.
yeah, I was hurt. I was mad they went got that weak ass defense. But man, most definitely, I don't like them turning, you know what I'm saying, two brothers against each other, and it look like they don't like. I'm keeping real. Travis probably don't. It look like the kid. What? How the fuck you say his last name?
Ashton Jeanty.
Genty. He look like man. This nigga, man, I don't care. This nigga got Lil Wayne here. He got Audemars Maybach's on
Nah, I don't
top.
think it's that, bro.
Oh,
I
Man, I
mean,
watched this
no,
speech.
no. I'm saying I think it is that, but like you said, I think it's because they made it like that, bro. They pretty much just disregarded. The media was disregarding the kid. Like it just, you ain't got to tear him down to elevate Travis. You know what I'm
So
saying?
what you think Gabriel and Cam Ward felt like?
I, yeah,
Them niggas is niggas. They him too. Number one in the country. Cam Ward literally gonna go 1 or 2.
yeah, but bro, they were
He's being a sore loser.
okay. Fair enough. I give you that,
When you
man.
look at it, like Cam Ward really like, come on, Cam Ward like one of them.
He is. He should have been at
His
Ohio
story
State instead
about
of
good as
Will Howard.
Travis' story.
But Coach Tiffany, thank you for bearing with us.
Hold on, real
Thank,
quick for Tiff. Tiff, man. Because we last week we did a show and we ain't mentioned nothing about the women's basketball, man. So I wanted to get you on. I was actually DJing last night when this thought came across my phone to say something to you. I got on Facebook, so I said, God dang, we gotta get some women on here. And I wouldn't mind if you come on like once a month, you know what I'm saying, be a guest and we pop our shit together if you won't mind, you know what I'm saying. We gonna make some money one day, some millions one day, you know what
no,
I'm saying. So you get
big
you
time
know,
facts.
boy, I got you. We locked in. So yeah, whatever I can do, let me know. I wouldn't mind doing that.
and so give us some players we should watch on your team and through the city.
So I have a great class of seniors right now, girls on my team. So I have Kaleja Harris, who is a senior this year, who's playing really, really well on my team. I have Aaliyah Osei, who's also doing great things on the floor. I have Jsiah Turner, another seniors that's playing well. All three of those girls are averaging double figures for me right now. I have Asha Osei, who's also playing really, really well. She's just doing what she needs to do for us. Talea Trammell, my whole squad, Moo, all my girls. So watch my whole team. Like I got a team full of killers. I do. I got some good weapons. They doing their thing. In the city, honestly, Star High School has some really, really good athletes over there. They have Jay, Honey, those sisters over there. I mean, they are playing really, really good and they're young. So if you're looking for a young up and coming team that is going to be pretty hard to beat these years, and they're doing really well right now. Start High School is doing their thing.
Yeah, I seen some 90-1 shit. They gotta quit this shit now.
Yeah,
Honestly.
No, he been wanting. Coach, Coach. What do you think about that? What is that? What is does
it's
it?
What
basketball.
is the solution?
Got to do. Honestly, the City League fell apart. You know what I mean? And honestly, I think that was against Wake that they played and did that too. They're not that great anymore, and so honestly, it's just a game that we have to play, and that's what happens. But it's varsity basketball, so I ain't mad at them. Play, do what you gotta do. Don't take away from your kids. Let them play, and if the score is 90-0, then
And I salute those kids because I would have knocked somebody out. No, I really think they should think about like putting two teams together, like Woodward or something like that.
But then that takes away from the City League. Now you have less teams. So unless you add more teams into the City League,
Listen,
you don't have
them charter schools, man.
Yeah. But I think that's in the conversations to figure out something with it. Because again, I think the City League, it hasn't been a competitive league in a very long time. Typically it's only competitive to the top three teams typically. And so consistently that's going to be a problem because it is. But again, we went to only playing City League teams once a year now. So we don't play two games against them, which I think a lot of because it's not very competitive. So why am I having to play, certain teams twice? And again, the talent, you know, we have talent coming in, but it kind of died down a little bit. And I think it also hurt us as well. And it hurt everyone. Everyone's feeling a wrap of like COVID year and, just the talent not being as great. But I think this next wave of talent, these freshmen we're talking about, and these 7th and 8th grade, we have a huge, especially on the girls' side, we have a great 6th, 7th, 8th grade group that's coming up right now that are fantastic. They are playing the game the right way. So I think it's going to get better. I think having better coaches in the City League is going to help get girls to different programs. And so for me, my goal is to keep these kids in the City League. Whether they play for me or anybody else, we got to keep these kids in the City League because that is the issue. Look at all the other outskirt teams. Half of the kids that's playing really well for them should be at Toledo Public Schools.
Facts.
Who do we talk to about that?
Honestly,
Parents.
yeah, parents is going to start there. I think also when it comes to the league, there probably should be talks within our conference with, some of the higher up, the ADs and stuff about what we can do to
There's
talk.
some dogs in them charter schools, man. Like I even seen the CYO had a high school league.
Yeah, they do. They always have.
But like it's got bigger. Like I've seen some teams. I'm like, what the hell?
Yep. So I don't know. I think it's going in the right direction. I think these next couple of years will really show us. But again, we just got to keep doing the work. But yeah, 90-1 is crazy. But hey,
Coach.
boy, gotta get it how you gotta get it. Make a
No, I would have stopped that game. That's bullshit.
Coach.
But to be fair, that game was running clock. That was a running clock game at that point.
Look, we had to talk offline what I would have did. But I salute them girls. I want
Coach,
the girls
y'all
that
play,
wait don't hold their heads or nothing like that. But I got beat. Like I told him, I was in a Doug game. Got beat 64-6.
He has told me that.
In the Doug?
He has told me
Yeah,
that.
in the Doug, I scored 2 points too.
You scored 2 of the 6. Man, Coach. So y'all got Rogers tomorrow. Who else y'all got this week?
This week, that's our only game this week. We
are y'all for Christmas?
So Christmas we play Southview on the 23rd, and then we have Bryan. We're in a Bryan tournament, so we play Fairview at Bryan on the 27th, and then we'll play the winner of Montpelier and Bryan on that following day on the 20th.
Y'all gotta go to Bryan?
Yes, we're going to Bryan. Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's the best place to get your gun license at, man. You get it right the same day. That's where Striker at.
Thanks for the knowledge. Thank you, Porter. So
yeah, thanks for that.
hold on.
So at the Southview game, is that at Bowsher? The Southview game you said on the 23rd, is that at Bowsher?
And no, you said the stopping game. Yeah, the stopping game on 23rd is at Bowsher. It's at Bowsher at 7:30. Plays at 7:30. That'll be a good game too.
I'm gonna hit up Coach Mr. Hobson and see if he can let me in there for that one.
Hey, can you get us an interview with Mr. Hobson on here?
I'll take care of y'all. I got you.
Bet.
I'm Queen Blue Racer, so just let me know. I got you.
When you go to Bryan, Ohio, get one of these, man. Get one.
You see that, America?
Same
Get
day.
it the same day. Same day.
Chitty chitty bang bang.
You see some good basketball. Get your gun license.
Shoot me a text. Shoot me a text. That y'all want to come to the game on the 23rd, and I'll put your names on the list so you guys can come in.
Monday, right?
Yes, that is.
I ain't got nothing to do either. I was gonna get drunk and watch the Grinch. I will be there.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you for taking the time out.
Have fun.
All right, thanks for coming through. Right. Appreciate you.
You're welcome. Good night.
Bye, Coach.
All right.
Yeah. Man, another episode in the books.
That was the hell of an episode, man. We signed out, man. Tony Goat, my boy Gerry Porter, Porter TV, Play Sports Podcast, Imperial Sports Media, Goat Sports TV. You know what it is. You're going to see this on YouTube. You're going to see clips on Instagram. Please, y'all, I cannot stress this enough. Help us out over on the YouTube. Support us, man. But yeah, man, till next time. Porter, you got something you want to say?
I just want to thank everybody, man, for the positive feedback, man. And like you said, hit that YouTube link, man. We're trying to keep it going. At least every other week, we're trying to get a guest on here. That's it, bro, man. I'm blessed, man. I feel we're about to go places with this thing, man. And, Porter out.
Tone out, Porter out, man. See y'all next time.
Deuce.